Good morning, Teens Run. Happy Wednesday. This is Coach Kayla here. We are going to jump right into our mindfulness activity this morning. What we're going to be doing is called a guided visualization. I want you to start by closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, maybe sitting down. I want you to bring yourself mentally to a calm, quiet place in your mind and just stay here for a minute and relax for a few moments. Breathe deeply and comfortably. Now, imagine transporting yourself magically to your favorite spot on a beach. You can choose your favorite beach, or if you've never been to a beach, just imagine what you think it would be like. Picture yourself there now. On a beach, you feel the lapping of the warm waves against your toes. Dig your toes deeply into the wet sand. The sun is shining brightly and it gently warms your skin. It's as if the sun is reaching down and pouring all of its warmth on you. Now you'll slowly walk towards the surf. Feel the rhythm of the calm waves as they flow over the sand. It relaxes you. Notice how your breathing becomes calm and even, and allow your muscles to relax. Feel the warmth of the sun melting your muscles into complete relaxation. Imagine the beautiful, golden, warm sun penetrating each and every cell and muscle in your body. Focus your attention back to where you are, along with all the calm, peaceful feelings of relaxation and rest. Now you're feeling energized and peaceful, ready for the rest of the day. So now that you have channeled all that inner calm and peacefulness, we're going to move on to the rest of our lesson. I know for the past few weeks I've been focusing on our lunch clubs on nutrition and healthy eating, and we're going to take a look at nutrition labels. I know last week we focused on the nutrition facts and looking at different macronutrients like our protein, fat, carbohydrate content in foods, but this week we're going to be looking at another part of the nutrition label, which is going to be the ingredients. So to start, I'm going to show you two different ingredient labels, and I want you to read the list and try and guess what you think the food is. You can pause the video if you want to take a look to skim through it all, but then resume and if you want to see the answers. Alright, so now that you've had time to look over the ingredients, I'm going to reveal what they actually are. So, right over here we have oatmeal. And then right over here we have rice or rice meals. Both of these products are something that we would call processed foods because it means that the food went through a factory before it got to us. The reason why these foods are really not that good for you is because during this processing, when they go through the factory, they often get an unhealthy makeover. They end up with a lot of added sugar, fat, salt, dyes, preservatives, natural and artificial flavors, which are not natural at all. But so you wouldn't normally go to a restaurant or a grocery store and order something like lipolyzed butter oil or guar gum to put into your body. So why would you want these kinds of chemicals and ingredients in the foods that you eat? That's why it's important to make sure that we are reading the ingredients labels and not just the nutrition facts. So what really tells you how good a food is or if a food is healthier for you or not is what's in the food actually. So what's on that ingredients list. A good rule of thumb is that if you cannot pronounce the items on the ingredients list, or there are things you've never heard of before, like lipolyzed butter oil or guar gum or different chemicals, then it's probably not a food that you want to be putting into your body because we don't want to put those kinds of foreign foods into our bodies. So you might be wondering, okay, maybe these are things that I usually eat. What should I eat instead, or how can I find alternatives to these kinds of foods? So I am going to now show you 2 more labels, and I want you to try and guess these foods once again. So I'll give you take a couple seconds. All right, so you've taken a look at these, and right over here, once again, we have, you probably guessed it, some oats. And then right over here, we have rice. And these were probably things that you already guessed. Why was it so much easier to guess these foods? Obviously, it was probably because the ingredients lists were so small, and that's something that we like to see. We like to see minimal ingredients on those lists because that means that it hasn't gone through a bunch of processing and adding of chemicals and whatnot into those foods. And the funny thing is that these are the same foods from those before products. So you have your Quaker oat packets versus whole grain rolled oats. They're the same food. They're both oats, but one has a lot of added sugars, a lot of chemicals, a lot of what else? Preservatives, colorings in them. And to give you an idea, the sugar or the oatmeal, the sugar packets, that's pretty much what they are. The oatmeal packets have 12 grams. The Quaker oat packet that I showed you has 12 grams of sugar per 1 packet. So that's 3 teaspoons of sugar. So imagine dumping 3 spoonfuls of sugar into that 1 packet versus the Quaker oats that we had. Half a cup of those Quaker oats, just the whole grain rolled oats, has 1 gram of sugar in it, but 0 grams of added sugar. So it's a big difference. And what's funny is that they're, like I said, they're the same food. So you can make those oatmeal packets, that apple cinnamon oatmeal packet, by simply slicing up some apples, putting some cinnamon, and adding some cinnamon to the whole grain rolled oats, and you have the same thing. So if you take anything away from this lesson at all, I want it to be that food packaging can be very deceiving. They can put things on the front of the label that say low fat or heart healthy or no natural flavors on the front of the package, but what really matters the most is what's on the back of the package, and that's the ingredients list, because the ingredients list does not lie to you. It doesn't try and deceive you. It tells you exactly what's in it or what's not in it.